Hello, Planeswalkers. Welcome to Scavenge the Pages, a show about MTG stories. I'm your host, Tasigur, aka the Golden Fang, aka the Opulent One, aka the Dragon's Necklace, aka Delve Daddy. In this episode, I'll scavenge through the pages of Magic lore to learn all I can about what happened and why it happened in this very arena. Then I'll use what we know to speculate on some of the goals that brought Tezzeret to Kaladesh. Let's get started. Turn the page, zombie. Our story began on Ravnica, where Jace and Ral Zarek attended a Rakdos carnival show. The two Planeswalkers spoke telepathically about Project Lightning Bug, the secret project that put Niv Mizzet dangerously close to discovering Planeswalkers. Although the project had been officially shut down, Ral explained that the detectors were still in place, and he used them from time to time while trying to hide them from his fellow guild mages. The detectors had discovered Vraska's recent planeswalk away from Ravnica. Ral could also use the detectors to determine which plane a planeswalker traveled to, like he knew Jace had been to Zendikar and then Innistrad. But the unusual thing about Vraska's planeswalk was that she seemed to travel into a void. When Jace and Ral left the show, Liliana was outside waiting for Jace. She left her usual flirting aside, told Jace to grab Gideon and head to Kaladesh, to battle Tezzeret. Jace had just finished promising Ral that he would dedicate more time to his guild pack duties, but he had to go. Cut to Kaladesh. Ajani, Nissa, Chandra, and Mrs. Bashiri stopped under a bridge to catch their breath after their recent escape. While the group decided how to proceed, banners were unfurled from the highest towers. Those banners advertised a battle between Tezzeret and Pia Nalaar in a grand exhibition. Suddenly, the group was recognized by three consulate soldiers. As the Planeswalkers and Mrs. Bashiri prepared for battle, the illusion Jace had presented was dispelled, and the approaching soldiers were revealed to be Jace, Liliana, and Gideon, the rest of the Gatewatch. Nissa told Jace, and I quote, "Your disguises work a little too well. We were about to injure you very badly." Liliana wondered what a Leonin was doing with them. Ajani wondered what a Gatewatch was. Meanwhile, in the skies above them, Sky Sovereign, the consul's flagship, spied on the crowds below. He Thopter identified Chandra and reported back to Consul Kambal aboard the flagship. Kambal ordered his courier to inform Dovin Baan that the bait was laid and to prepare for the confiscation. The next day, Pia waited in her prison cell until Consul Boral came to torment her. Some more. Again. He told her that her daughter had made a rescue attempt that ended in tragedy, but Pia knew she was speaking to a liar. Pia was ushered into the arena to the jeers and boos of the spectators. Tezzeret stood opposite her at the far end of the arena. When the battle began, each inventor opened their identical chest of parts and began crafting their weapons. It was obvious to Pia rather quickly that Tezzeret was cheating. His superior creations were made of parts not contained in the box and of a metal Pia did not recognize. Pia fought boldly, but Tezzeret's creations were able to overpower her and her inventions. As one automaton reared up to deliver Pia's death blow, a fireball shot out of the crowd and burned a hole through the construct. Chandra emerged from the stands and her pyrotechnics made Jace's illusion spell pointless. Tezzeret attempted to taunt Chandra by pointing out that they were standing in the very arena where she was to be executed all those years ago. The rest of the illusions that were hiding the Gatewatch fell, and Tezzeret took a small step backwards in the presence of Jace, Gideon, Liliana, Nissa, and Ajani. Right before the battle with Tezzeret commenced, Jace telepathically informed Chandra that Tezzeret was blocking Jace's mind power somehow, so Chandra began exploding Tezzeret's machines. Ajani and Gideon rushed over to cover Pia, and Nissa and Liliana provided flank support for Chandra. Although many of Tezzeret's creations lay in smoldering, vine-wrapped rubble, Jace was still unable to penetrate Tezzeret's mind to discover the extent of his plan. Sky Sovereign flew in overhead and blocked the sun. The ship threatened the Planeswalkers with an Aether cannon aimed into the arena. Tezzeret used his Iceman metal powers to retreat on a column of metal rising toward Sky Sovereign. Chandra prepared a bolt of hot plasma to prevent Tezzeret's escape, but Jace warned her. If Tezzeret was prepared to stop Jace's mind magic, he was certainly prepared for Chandra's pyromancy. When Tezzeret and Sky Sovereign departed the sky above the arena, the Gatewatch attempted to make their way out of the crowd. They were stopped by Saheeli Rai, who informed them that Rashmi, her prize-winning invention, and every other invention from the fair had been confiscated by the consulate. The entire arena spectacle was a distraction. Jace explained that they had to regroup fast because Tezzeret was planning something, but Ajani knew better. Tezzeret was building something. And the chapter ends right there. What next? How are our heroes going to stop Tezzeret? What can Saheeli Rai do to help? Do her and Ajani officially join the Gatewatch? What is Tezzeret doing with all of those inventions? Stay tuned. Put your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start speculating. Turn the page, zombie. Before I start spewing crazy speculation, spoiler alert! If you are the type that likes to learn things as they happen, I won't be mad if you click away. The problem with speculation is, if I'm right, it becomes prophecy. So watch at your own risk. Here I go. So where did Vraska go? I think there are only 3 real possibilities here. Perhaps she actually planeswalked into a void and ceases to exist. I'm sure there are devious actions evil planeswalkers could discover that would make a routine planeswalk go horribly wrong. Maybe it was murder by planeswalk, tying up a loose end after her purpose was served. Another option is Vraska went to New Phyrexia. New Phyrexia was once Mirrodin, an artificially created plane, and maybe artificial planes do not register on the lightning bug detectors. The last option, and my prediction, is that Vraska planeswalked to Amonkhet, a plane that has many defenses set up by Nicol Bolas. Bolas may be the most powerful of the known planeswalkers. His defenses could hide the plane in numerous ways and may account for the void. I'm sure Nicol Bolas doesn't want planeswalkers just traveling all willy-nilly through Amonkhet. Next, who is joining the Gatewatch? It is only a matter of time before another planeswalker joins the Gatewatch, and only a matter of time before one leaves. The 2 most likely candidates for joining are Saheeli Rai and Ajani Goldmane. Saheeli Rai is a wild card. I feel as though she is deeply connected to Kaladesh and not looking to traverse the multiverse. But Rashmi's invention was a teleporter that tapped into the blind eternities between the planes. Maybe her membership in the Gatewatch isn't full-blown or permanent, but I see a mutually beneficial team-up definitely happening. She is a fine choice to be the Izzet-colored planeswalker in the Gatewatch. It won't be Ral Zarek because he is going to become the Guild Pack once Jace can figure out how to transfer that to him. Ajani is a near shoo-in to become the green-white planeswalker of the group. Tamio is Bant-colored, but she already turned the Gatewatch down. Ajani joining the Gatewatch could be foreshadowed when he asked Jace, "What's a Gatewatch?" My prediction: Ajani understands what the Gatewatch is trying to do, so he takes the oath and joins. We'll see an Ajani planeswalker, a Tezzeret planeswalker, and an Oath of Ajani card in Aether Revolt. Finally, what is Tezzeret building? My prediction: Tezzeret is trying to turn Rashmi's teleporter into something that can teleport a Phyrexian army into any plane that Nicol Bolas wants to see corrupted. So far, the only way to get Phyrexians to another plane is for a planeswalker, like Karn for example, to bring a bit of corrupted oil along for a planeswalk, but that is an unreliable and slow process for evil tastes. So what do you think happened to Vraska? Will the next member of the Gatewatch be Saheeli, Ajani, neither, or both? What do you think Tezzeret is building? Stay tuned. Put your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Page Zombie. Thanks, peoples. That concludes this episode of Scavenge the Pages on TasigurTV. Delve into more fun with me next episode as I continue my search for lore to make a bunch of ludicrous predictions. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and share. If you did not enjoy this episode, please dislike and share. Please feel obligated to comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date on the latest from TasigurTV, and I will see you next adventure. Love always, Tasigur.